So I was whining to my wife the other day, said, I need new glasses. And she said, well, get some. I couldn't tighten them anymore. They were scratched. You know the thing, right? But I didn't want to go through the process because you have to make the appointment. You have to spend weeks to get them done. And you got to pay a fortune, right? That's real. But I did. I spent $500 on frames and glasses, and that was cheap. And then I ordered a pair from my sponsor, Zenni Optical, for $70. Zenni is an online eyewear shop. Prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, starting at under $30. You go to Zenni.com, you pick a frame, upload your prescription, and they ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And by the way, if you are saying, do I really need new glasses, or do I have to put up with one pair to do everything I need to do for the next 2 years? No! You can get what you want starting at under $30. And if you've never bought glasses online, don't worry about it. I haven't either. Zenni has a virtual try-on, so you can see exactly how the frame looks before you commit to buying them, with no salesman looking at you saying, those look good, but these expensive ones would look better. No, you don't get that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Zenni glasses and tell you more about them. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's Zenni.com/podcast. Promo code podcast15. You might have heard that live shopping is exploding, and I have to tell you, I have been on Whatnot for a couple of weeks now, and I see why it is. Now, Whatnot is my sponsor, and they are the reason I got on the platform and checked it out. I'm glad they did. They made it easy for me. I'm going to make it easy for you. I love it. Whatnot is where you get great products without paying full price. It's that simple. I'm hooked on their live shows, too. You got to see them. They're so much fun. And I see why Whatnot has climbed to the top of the App Store. And listen, if you're selling online, or maybe you have a storefront and you're hoping people will find your listing or maybe walk in your store, Whatnot flips that, because on Whatnot, you go live and you sell directly to people in real time. And I may admit, although you didn't hear from me, I may have picked up a couple of power tools or so in the past couple of days. I'm just saying. Whatnot, it's the largest dedicated live shopping platform with beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies, and anyone can sell. In fact, people who sell on Whatnot sell 10 times as much as any other major marketplace. That's because you're not just listing products, you're building real connections with buyers. So whether you're shopping or you're selling, download the Whatnot app today and get free shipping on your first order. Just search WHATNOT, Whatnot, in the App Store and start scoring amazing deals. So I think today, what I have on my mind is creating more time in your day. It's a common question I get all the time, and I think there's plenty of time. I mean, I'm tired at the end of the day. I want to stop. It's like, that's enough. I don't need 24 hours. It's a lie, man. You can't create more time in your day. I shouldn't start a podcast with a lie, should I? But you can't do it. Nobody can. You can't even manage your time either. You can only manage yourself, right? But if that's the case, then the goal is to manage your activities so they can shift your perception of time. If you haven't had that way of thinking before, you're going to get it today. You're not going to get more time. I'm sorry. That's a unicorn we can't ride around here, okay? It's just not true. It is a daily boost from motivationtomove.com, the positive boost you need every single day. Episode 5073. I was talking to a gentleman in St. Petersburg, Florida yesterday about how long I've been doing this, and he said, I like your show, man. I said, well, why do you like it? He said, well, anyway, he's a vendor of mine. We do business together. And he said, well, I listen to it. I like it. He said, because you're like kind of real. You're kind of straight talking. He said, you're not that hokey, guys. So I hope I used to be. I did. Yeah. I'm sorry. I started out. I'm going to be a motivational speaker living in a van down by the river. I gave that up. You know why? Because I actually met motivational speakers who lived in a van down by the river. Yeah. Call it homeless. It's like these days, people live in their cars. They call it car camping. All the world has changed. Isn't it amazing? Good to have you. My name is Scott Smith. Thanks for stopping by. A little bit of fun today and a whole lot of stuff to make you think differently, which is what it's really all about. The longer you live in this world and the more complicated it gets, and with AI coming in, you can see it's crazy. My daughter and I had a conversation the other day about that. She goes, man, Dad, you have lived through so much in your life. I think your generation has just seen everything. And funny, I was thinking the same thing about my mom's generation. So I guess that's probably something that's going to happen forever. It is crazy. But as we talked about yesterday, the basics of life do not change. So go for the hype if you want to. Around me, you're not going to get hype. You're going to get results. I'm going to tell you what works, what doesn't work. I'm going to tell you where you'll find your peaceful base. I'm going to tell you how to get what you want and basically breathe and relax and do whatever the hell you want to do. Okay. Yeah. Time. I want more time in my day. I don't have enough time. It gets busy. I get it. But I can't give you more time. I'm sorry. I wish I could. There is some podcast somewhere promising you more time in the day. It is impossible. Can't do it. So let's stop right there. Let's just accept the fact you cannot manufacture more time. But what if you want more time anyway, or at least you want to feel that way? And isn't that what we're doing here? Because you don't need more time. You can't get more productivity. You just need more focus. That's all you need. And change your perspective about time. So if we could capture a feeling that made us feel like time was more of a time machine than anything, maybe you could speed it up, make it go really fast if you wanted to. Maybe you could slow it down and make it go really slow if you wanted to. This past week, I've been sick. I caught a pretty nasty cold when I was up in Chicago at the Podcast Movement Convention. Happens every so often that airplane crud gets in me and suddenly I don't feel good about it. The only time I don't like doing this job is when I don't feel good because it's hard to do the job. I'm feeling better now, but I got to tell you, in a week of being sick, it's amazing. Time has flown by and it's just creeped along. It's like the course of the day when you're sick, you're kind of drifting in and out of it, not feeling well. The day just kind of flies by. And as you look at the entire week, it's like, man, would this thing pass and get over with? Am I right or am I right? Time is a very strange thing. You do own your own time machine. And you know time is relative, right? So your perception of time is determined by your experiences throughout the course of the day. So let me give a couple of ideas you can do right now. And this is one of my favorite ideas. And this is scientifically backed. I did not know that when I made it up. I made it up 20 years ago. I just noticed something that worked for me and I began to teach it to clients and it worked for them. And basically what it did was kind of took a mundane, unexciting life and made it exciting. That was it. And it also changed time. So here's what we do. I call it the anticipation engine. So if you want to extend time or contract time, it's usually going to extend it, by the way, but it's going to excite you at the same time. I want you to have a list of things you anticipate. Maybe it's today, maybe it's this week, maybe it's this year. I talk about often that I will go see concerts. I like to see concerts of people I grew up with because I grew up at a time when MTV wasn't around. Is it still there these days? We didn't know what our favorite musicians looked like. We hadn't seen them. We didn't have the internet to show us this stuff. You heard the song one time on the radio. If you didn't have a cassette tape, then you didn't ever hear it again for the next 20 years. I know it's weird, right? Right there with the rotary phone at a party line. When you anticipate something, when you fire up that anticipation engine, when you look forward to something in the future, it shifts your time. It's like it's so long to get to vacation. Oh, would it please hurry up? At the same time, it gets there so quick. And when you get there, it's over before you know it, isn't it? Have something to anticipate in your life. Most people are very excited when they're growing. Most people are very depressed when they're not growing. If you're anticipating something that is good, that's positive, that you're really going to enjoy, you're going to grow. It's going to make you feel that way, and it's going to change your perception of time. Okay, try that today. Just write down a few. Write down 5 or 6 things you're anticipating here in the next week, month, or year. How about that? Number 2.
Marvel Television's Wonder Man, an 8-episode series, now streaming on Disney+.
A superhero remake. Not exactly what we'd expect from an Oscar-winning director.
Action! Simon Williams, audition for Wonder Man.
I'm gonna need you to sign this, assuming you don't have superpowers.
I'll never work again if anyone found out.
My lips are sealed.
Marvel Television's Wonder Man. All 8 episodes now streaming, only on Disney+.
Slow down. Being busy for the sake of being busy makes time pass very quickly. I cannot tell you the number of times I've been to a store, at maybe a Home Depot, right? I'm in a store and I get talking with the cashier. Why? Because that's what Scott does. And I said, man, you're busy today. Oh, I like it that way. It keeps me busy. It makes time pass faster. Do you want time to pass faster? I don't. There's enough things that keep us busy that make the day fly by. And those are the days you feel like you don't have enough time. If you slow things down, you slow your roll just a little bit. You take a little more time in the morning. Maybe you have a little bit a different schedule throughout the course of the day. Maybe you don't rush yourself all day long. You extend time. Maybe you pretend it's a Saturday every single day, like it's a vacation day. Or maybe you're a kid when you're 8 years old and those summer days lasted all day long. If you can slow down a little bit, time slows down. But that's boring, Scott. I know it is. A long, boring life is a long, boring life. It's not exciting, but it feels long. If you fill every moment of the day, it's going to pass really quickly. So your perception is, I have no time to do anything. So I know, pull back, make some space, give yourself a chance to allow time to kind of sit there. Most people, you put them in a room by themselves, take away their phone, take away everything else. Don't give them a magazine on the table if they still do that. Just put them in a room and say, here, sit there for 10 minutes. They don't know what to do. They'll go insane. Where's my phone? Give my phone back. Those 10 minutes are crazy when you have nothing to do. You want to get more time in your day? Slow down. Take the buzz out of it. 3, I want you to introduce lots of sensory input in your mind. Complex thoughts, colorful visuals, even music can seem like your day is never ending. Music is one of the most complex things for your brain to interpret. So if you're not spending time with really good music, I mean, pop music is not great, but any kind of music will serve you. It's so complex, it actually slows your brain down. That's why when you listen to music, if you're driving down the road and you're bored driving down the road, what do? You turn on some music, you turn on some talk radio, you turn on an audiobook, you do something like that to fill the time. It slows things down. So lots of sensory input. Here's a little trick I did when I dated my wife. Let me tell you the story with romantic music. How's that? So when I dated my wife, I understood. I wanted to make it feel like she had spent years with me. I wanted to compress time. A whole huge amount of experiences in a very short period of time. So I'd take her on a date and I'd pick her up and I'd pick up some flowers and I'd take her get a cookie, maybe a glass of wine, bring her home to meet my dogs, maybe take her for a walk in the park, maybe go get a drink at the bar, have some dinner, take her dancing, get some ice cream. I'd do a whole month worth of dating in 3 hours. What happened? We slowed it down and sped it up all at the same time by doing that. In a short period of time, she had a massive amount of experience. To her, the perception of life was much more colorful and much longer, as if we had been together before when she looked back on it. And remember this as well, when you're looking at time, usually in the moment, you're not going to notice that. It's going to be the next day or two when you realize that either you got very busy and kind of washed away your time, or you slowed down and enjoyed it, and all those memories come into play. I could talk about this for days and days and days. I know it understands, but basically this: embrace anticipation, slow down, and introduce lots of sensory input throughout the course of your day. Watch what happens. Your brain will change. I promise you. You'll feel like you have all the time in the world. You really will. All right, so tomorrow, we'll talk average perfect day. Ultimately, at the end of the day, that's what we do around here. We create the average perfect day. Not perfect, but pretty good every single day. So if you want to know how to do that, come on back tomorrow. See you at motivationtomove.com. That's where everything about me is.